Welcome, 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 welcome to the Will This podcast tonight. I promise you, I wasn't going to do a show. Believe me, I wasn't going to. I was going to take the night off. But fortunately, having quality conversations and being a thorough human being, you know, not afraid to face you. Yo, check it out. I had a good day today. I had a productive day today, but, you know, when you have snags, you just have to move forward. I really think it's very important to always, when adversity strikes, figure a way around it. Go forward. You understand what I'm saying? I hope you really dig that because I'm telling you, man, nobody can stop you but you. You understand what I'm saying? The Will This podcast, that's what it's about. It's finding. People ask me all the time, man, hey, the will is, Danny D, what is that about? I'm like, check it out. Do you have ambition? Do you have dreams? Do you have things that you want for others that you can provide because it makes you feel very good inside? If you ever understand what being selfless means and understand what selflessness can do for you, the Wilderness Podcast is and completely the right show for you. What's wrong with showing how you're great and so are others? It's never pertaining to something as mediocre as what you call a skin color. Do you know how many people share this same skin complexion as mine and wish they were just as white as if you split their skull open? But I'm just saying, but anyway, I'm just saying, anyway, hey, check it out, check it out, check it out. Welcome to the Wilderness Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom line is, you know, stop being so unappreciative. That's why this show is called The Appreciation for the Truth Show. Y'all know what's coming. I'm always talking about the truth. You understand? I'm always diving into and want to be as close as I can with the truth along with you. I hope you understand me and understand me well. Let me get some music playing. Let's play some music together tonight. Okay, I think that would be nice. Don't you think so? Let's go. Okay, let's play something nice. We're gonna play something nice tonight because the appreciation for the truth is just that. You should always appreciate the value of the truth. It gets you closer to your divinity. If you truly and completely understand what I'm saying. So we're gonna go with a little lounge tonight. So we coming out like. Okay, something I'm gonna rock with. For real though. It's called Let's Get Into This One with Moments. Yeah, for sure. Again, this is the appreciation of the truth show. So how can you appreciate the truth? What are ways to appreciate how the truth really develops for you? We gotta learn how to do one thing. We're gonna get it with moments. Some of my elements, check it out. Learn how to decipher the truth. is always told that there are, so many ways to music. Check me out. So many ways. So many ways to music. People like to say a lot of things like, uh, but I got my truth. Well, it's your truth, which is your version, meaning any version of what you saw, or what you have done, or what you have witnessed. The version is a lie. That's why the truth don't need you, because you are willing to lie. So the truth is extremely very sort of kind of an intricate thing. It has very plain and simple qualifications. It's people that make it complex and difficult because you try to act like what you did, you didn't do. You try to say what someone saw, they didn't see. You even try to tell people to forget things, and you will pay them off very handsomely. See, people don't understand all of the value of everything in life results in the bosom of the truth, all good and bad. When somebody tell you, I know where the bodies are buried, then you know, oh shit, how much I gotta pay for that information, for that tape, for that, because if I sell it to a PMP or something like that, people get real scared of shit like that. It's crazy, because see, that has to do with violating your, hold on, give me a second, your moral characteristics, man. Like, you don't ever want to violate your moral characteristics and not allowing people to move on with their life and just dirtbaggish. Check it out. I know times are hard, but times will get better. You have to have some intestinal fortitude. So if you go to trying to figure out every equation of how to figure out how to dirty someone up, understand something. Learn how to decipher the truth. You see what's going on with Puppy's trial right now? It's right. Disgusting, eye-opening, appealing to eyes to say, what the kind of freak is this motherfucker? Yeah, this cat here is wow, buddy. Yeah, but so is everyone else. Captain Cassie. Shit, y'all think that girl innocent, man? She a ferocious animal just like him. If you ask me, she rough. No pun intended, but she's done quite great deal of things, man. Hey, I'm not poking fun. I am not picking on. I wasn't there. I don't know the stories. I'm not a celebrity. I have no dog. I have no nothing. None of those fights or whatever for them people. It's just public information. So anyway, I would really prefer to go to my next WIP moment. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. embracing your internal thoughts if they're good. See, it's a secret science to embracing your internal thoughts. You have to understand how not to think negative. What do you mean? I like thinking negative. No, you shouldn't like to think negative. You should always think about your positive next move to make sure it actually comes true, like comes into fruition. That's more important than being in a negative space, thinking about negative thoughts about people that you don't necessarily know or have an attachment to. And, all of these things. Understand what I tell you all the time is the outside shit that goes in. you don't want that. You don't want too much of those outside influences. They're not healthy. They're not good for you. They're not even. They can't help you to the next day. Can they? No, they can't. I can tell you whatever, but they can't really help you with. They can't help you with how to eat unless you got a page on YouTube and that's what you follow and that's the kind of thing you do and you good at talking about that shit too and you good at just talking about and following up. That's a lot of work. Y'all want to do it? And people do that, yeah. People do everything on this platform. You understand? I'm gonna do a few things myself. I'm gonna sell me some merch too. I'm gonna come high quality material, just like the quality of this show. High quality. No satire, no talking about people, no shitting on people, none of that kind of stuff. I don't prefer that type of entertainment. I prefer edutainment. What are you gonna do after that person fails? Kind of hit the bottom, kind of like the truth bust their ass in the face. You ain't got nothing else to say, huh? You don't. And moving on to the next person can trash and dirtbag. Yeah. That's kind of how that cycle goes. I'm not interested. What I'm explaining to people is how not to get into those traps in the first place. Why would you? It's an atrocious thing to do because most celebrities are, I would say, freak shows. Yeah. Y'all heard me on my celebrity show. I told you how celebrities are. They're freak shows. Why are you surprised about any of their behavior? The problem is when you inflict that type of harm, pain on children, if any of that is true out of speculation, this is all alleged. If any of that is true, that's just moral-less. No more. No values. None. Just pretty much sick with it. Shit. That's kind of how that goes. Yeah. Sick with it. Moving on to the next book moment. Understand how to reflect and go through your visual perspectives. Really understand how to do that. If you had negative thoughts, check yourself again. Understand that there are consequences, not just about the societal happenings of you, but the internal happenings of you, the things that you will experience if you ever go through with the actions of disrespect, traumatizing, attempting to cause harm to anyone. You are in violation of humanity. Find a reason to reach a person from a place of understanding. That's more proper. But if we can take a couple of steps back, because this is the Appreciation for the Truth show. So if you do and truly appreciate the truth, it's applicable to everyone and all. As an adult, you should not respond to the truth as if you are an unlearned child. How do you make wages under a system? What system do we live under? Some people say, well, it's Western civilization. Western civilization is a whole perspective that is completely a law. You can't have what you would call a Western civilization if the Western civilization culture never practiced civilization. No, you did not. What you practiced was an overlay because of the knowledge that you had of the indigenous people globally. You put all of these intrinsic stories, you call them myths. The oral traditions, you call them just that, more myths. You capitalized on what you would call mythology, which were actually the chronicles of the world, stories, globally. They're called tablets, left by our creators, the pantheon, the influences of humanity and how we exist today. Information is hidden by global elites due to the power that we have bestowed upon them and that we have within us. So, if you understand who your mother and your father is, if you understand who, created us, you'll understand more about what to do with your own personal story. I've given you. Let me let's scale it back a little. Let me take a break. Hold on. First of all, I need y'all to like and subscribe. I need you to listen to my previous shows to keep up to where I'm going on, because I think, I don't want to. I think sometimes I stretch a little too far, but I always bring it back into the full and the whole, because my true alumni, my subscribers, the early one, the new one, I want you to get into this. I want you to understand this experience. This is the Will Lives podcast. It's a true experience. I share a great deal of information. I love to do a lot of edutainment because it's better than what you call education. Edutainment is when you show people things that are new and cool, but it has everything to do with, what the culture is and who they are and how they shine through those portals of paradise, because it's all assigned to people that recognize. You did. That's what information is. Back then the old schoolers used to say, stand on your square. You gotta stand on your square, homie. Stand on your square. Meaning 90 degrees. 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Meaning whatever I do, if I got a protractor, if I'm trying to do an equation, if I'm trying to, basically, move how I want to move with building something or doing this. Well, I had home economics. I had shop when I was in high school and shit. And then when I was in the Marine Corps, I got a NIM, a Navy Marine Corps Achievement Medal. But doing what, then again? No discrepancies on a commanding general inspection. No discrepancies. That's perfection. You understand? United States Marine Corps, perfection. The other day, I have those type of achievements that I'm extremely proud of. You know what I'm saying? I was like that. Got plenty of awards and achievements. They even told me that you should stay. I'm like, I'll do better off. Anyway, the next word moment, embrace. Embracing your learnings. Some people love to spend their earnings and embrace their earnings as well. That's what they want to live on. I've achieved this. I've achieved that. I've done this. I'm embracing my earnings. But embracing learnings is far more palatable. You understand? If y'all saw me changing on the show, please check me immediately. Check me. Hey, Danny D, you acting different. You acting a little strange. That means I'm out of tune. I'm out of tune with you. I'm out of character. I'm not functioning right. I'm not giving you the service that I have set up in order for you to exchange with me so you can understand, the message that I'm putting. Always be the better version of you, through and through, for sure. And that's true. There it is. We're going to move on to the next book moment, for sure. Check it out. Implementation. Wouldn't, would take effect subsequently. Because when you embrace your learnings, again, implementation would take effect subsequently in your subconscious. You just have to apply that point. So if that's the subsequently, if that's the subconscious consequence of you embracing your learnings, then earnings should never be a problem. You understand? Be real with yourself. I'm real with you. I'm telling you what it is. Check it out. The next WIP moment, never deny yourself. Why you say that, Danny D? What's that got to do with appreciation of truth? Yeah. Denying yourself is helping you push yourself away from what is. What you want to do is look in the mirror, face yourself, see yourself for who you actually and truly are, and never deny you. Get to know you, get to like you, get to learn you, get to love you, get to embrace you, enhance yourself. Damn. it's a wonderful practice. I promise you it is. It's a wonderful practice. Next WIP moment. Check it out. Know how to move next. I didn't say forward, I said know what to do next. It's always forward, but what do you do next? If you accomplish something, have your next goal specifically in mind. Big, specifically in mind. Like right, specifically in mind. Know what you got to accomplish next. And guess what? You've already accomplished it. If you know how to do it, if you know what to do, you know what to do next. You've already done it. Just achieve it. Just check the box up. Get it over with. And say next. Next. That's it. I want to tell you a little secret. When you appreciate the truth, it sets you free, which is honor. That's the gift of truth, setting you free in honor. Because it says, you have crossed my path, set in my bosom, and I honor you free to be you. Now, is that really freedom? Of course not. We live on a terrarium, a planetary. Now, you want to see it, but I'll tell you something. As a custodian, you will never be free. That's an ideology. We have a whole lot of free people walking around here with no responsibility and no accountability. But check it out. When you have a free state of mind, it orders your steps to do what free people do. Think and apply and be the custodian that you're made to be. Oh, did I say too much? The custodian you made. Custodians have what you would call, they have morals, ethics, pizzazz, swag, you know, all those things that you apply that you wish. Yes. Man, I like it. I like it. Man. So there's also a practice of divinity when you're one of a kind, like a real body. You understand? Check it out. That's the show tonight. You know why? Because this is the WIP, the Appreciation for the Truth show. Value the truth, know the truth, be the truth. That's the end of this show tonight. Check it out. This is my favorite part of the show. It's my favorite part of the show. Check it out. Stay with me. The WIP.